Vegito! Let me show you how far more you can go.
So in this one, I'm going to be doing my Legends Festival Part 3 tier list, also being the end of 2023. It's going to be an end of year tier list here, so we're wrapping up the year with this final meta list. It's going to be a full unit tier list. As you can see, we do have every Ultra, LF, a lot of 1%, and some even EXs included on this list, just so you guys can get a complete value of all the units and where they stand at this point of the year. I've seen preference in the comments just because there's a lot of characters to kind of glance at and not just a top 10 list where, you know, there's more than 20 plus characters that are involved in the meta. It's a very versatile / compact, team-based, you know, meta right now. There's so many different teams that you're running into, right? It's not just a handful, it's not 2 handfuls. There's a lot going on in PvP right now. So we do have it tiered in God tier, which is basically the best units in the game. Top meta are just the best counterparts for the best units in the game. Meta is pretty much like that third party or just some of the better options in the game. Usable is self-explanatory, and then trash is just the bottom of the barrel there. But before we do jump in, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and happy holidays to everyone, you know, and best of wishes to a great 2024. I'm going to be covering everything Dragon Ball Legends related, so definitely do subscribe. But yeah, we are going to not waste any time here. I'm just going to start slapping units on tiers. That's very quickly, very obvious stuff here. Very trash tiery. I feel like this is usable. This Super Gogeta, so everyone that I just threw in usable trash tier, this is kind of obvious, right? Very old Power Crep Zenkais. These guys are literally just trash bench options. This guy is definitely good in the meta right now. As a 1% Zenkai, really solid overall damage, some decent utility teams he's definitely got in his back. Also a Zenkai buffer option. So, you know, Movies is definitely on top. Fusions is definitely a great team. So, this guy definitely gets a spot in the meta. Top meta, we're going to throw Fat Boy Gotenks. It's really deserving considering it's the first Fat Gotenks we have in the game. Really good Disrupt character supports. He's got the team's Movies, Fusion Warriors, and even Hybrid Saiyans are really powerful right now, especially with a God tier Beast Gohan. Feel like don't want to waste any time. We're going to just slap Beast Gohan as a God tier option. He is one of, if not the best unit in the game right now. So there's a couple of characters that can kind of argue the individual aspect of the best unit in the game. If you guys don't know how we rate tier lists, it's a very meta snapshot type thing. It's not just units are better than this unit, so they're just ranked higher. It's whatever the meta, you know, exists. Obviously, individual kits are going to play a massive role. However, you know, definitely team dynamics / coloring and all of the above that is included here. But Beast Gohan, definitely one of the best individual characters. On top of being featured on some of the best teams right now, being Movies, Hybrid Saiyan, Sun Family, you name it, right? He's pretty much slapped on everything. The red-red-green setup with Pan and Piccolo just flew up in value. He's probably one of the most brain-dead teams in the game. I'm actually very happy with the value that this Piccolo got because he was so trash for so long. I don't care what anybody said. He was not top 10. He was never top 10 until now, right? When Beast Gohan dropped and the red-red green setup came out, you know, obviously Pan jumped back up in value. She's one of the best aging support characters in the game. We're just going to throw Pan in top meta as well. She's probably higher than Gotenks at this point. The red-green setup, and also it's able to, it's one of the main setups that are countering UI. Just 2 reds definitely shut down that yellow character. Obviously, UI being a God tier character, I'm just going to slap him on there on the list as well. We're moving pretty quickly here. I feel like Beast Gohan, we don't really need to break down too much, but I'm just going to say a couple of things. Very easy cover and all. He supports himself every time he's touched. He's ramping up. Easy Vanish Restoration, autopilot gameplay, and just nuking on blue cards. Like I said, various teams, especially the red-green setup here with Piccolo, supports, Pan support, Revival, you name it, right? Pycon as an option, Janemba. He has all these top tier counterparts, like literally, bro. And then UI Sign being the new top dog in the game. Reason I can't put him at number 1, even though I think he's on one of the best teams. You could definitely argue him for number 1. Do not get me wrong. He has one of the best individual broken mechanics kits in the game. He's just dodging everything, right? He has like 3 brand new mechanics. He has that one basically lock-in ability where if you try to cover change against him, he locks you in there for 3 timer counts, and you're able to snipe out a character. He removes your vanish, easy cover nullification. Dude has it all. So UI sign's really good. I think the color is kind of tragic for him with seeing a lot of double red builds. So he's definitely on some of the best setups though. So like Saiyans with Bardock and Pycon. You could throw him on Beast Gohan on movies with Beast Gohan and Pycon. You could throw him on God Key. You could throw him on Uni-Rep with MVP 17 and Evo Ken. Various options, right? Sun Family, movies, like I said, Saiyans, all of the above. He's a leader slot option primarily, but definitely really versatile. Bardock, Goku, God tier. So I don't know if it's obvious or not if you guys play high rank PvP, but this unit just so ridiculously stupid. This unit is stupid. AoE green cards, the indestructible mechanics, so they do have their own rush protection. Blast armor. By the way, UI Goku does self ramp up per every card. This combination, this top 3 combo right here is stupid, right? You could argue it as the best team in the game. I do prefer the UI Bardock / Pycon team. But you could argue that this is the best team in the game, these top 3 characters right here. But like I said, Goku and Bardock are just so good, bro. They are just so good. Rush, like I said, I kind of just went over their mechanics and stuff, but they just have so much damage potential. The team option, Sun Family, Saiyans right now, they have a lot of stuff going on for them. Moving on to the next tier, we're just going to start slapping more characters on some of these bottom tiers. Trash. You guys see the list? You guys can see the list. I'm going to throw Beerus in trash. He's not even usable. He's literally just trash. I want to slap on this purple Goku right here. I don't think he's top. This one's a debatable one because he's really good. It's just he might have like fallen down to meta with the release of UI Goku. He also got nerfed with the Dragon Ball reduction, so his teams are really good. Obviously, Sun Family, movies, Saiyans, etc. But he's a purple, so purple's just a crazy seat back with UI sign. But then again, a lot of the colors just have their own value. There are so many greens in the game right now that are shutting down setups, right? So I can't just say purples are out of the picture, but this guy just being hit this hard, I'm going to put him at the top of the meta list. I think the only ones that are really going to be ordered are the God tier and the front of top meta. From there, it's just all around the same tiers, and I'll probably put the best ones on the tiers at the front of it. So the top of meta will probably have this purple Goku right there. Top meta, I'm going to throw this Golden Gliz. Golden Gliz is definitely at the top of the meta right now, with Uni-Reps being one of the better teams. Blast-oriented specific Uni-Rep. You know, he's one of the better yellows in the game. I don't think yellow might be still the weakest color right now. I think these are the only 3 yellows we're going to be seeing. I mean, maybe Gammas as well. Gammas will probably throw in the top meta still. Very solid options right here, but Paralyzed, double ultimates, you know, utility. This guy's got a lot of stuff for a 1% sparking. So for the Gammas, it's a little bit interesting because you're still only really wanting to run them on androids at the moment. And androids took a little bit of a seat back with Cell, MVP. You're not really seeing that team as much with the release of these new Legends of S characters, but they still do everything, right? Really fast cover nullification, quick pace, tag swapping, healing, the core breaker, you know, you name it. Utility is so crazy in this game. I think that's the one thing that people undermine is that, you know, a lot of units do crazy damage, but the more utility you have, you're going to have some crazy value in the long term, right? So Gammas, really great stuff going on for them still. I'll probably put them a little bit higher here. I think they're just should be rated as such right here. I'm going to throw Fat Tanks a little bit farther back. Okay, so Forku, I'm going to throw him at the top of usable. Zamasu, you're literally trash. Shallots, you're kind of meta. You're kind of meta. That's pretty much as good as you'll get. Kind of meta. You know, you do support the Goku and Bardock. That Super Saiyan 2 variant gives damage inflicted to Bardock. Team Bar or game originals, excuse me, which Goku and Bardock are. But just as an individual character, I think you're pretty solid. You have a lot of different options with all your transformations. And he's a little bit above usable, so I'm not going to disrespect the boy Shallot like that. Mecha Frieza, you're probably just usable, my boy. The Trunks and Vegeta are just usable, top of usable at this point. They're definitely not meta or a great option or anything, but tag switch characters, so they got a lot of utilities, but they just fall short pretty much everywhere. Rev UI just got some insane value I've seen a lot of overgas for this unit. I want to say the increase in value is warranted, but this guy is not a top 10 character. Please don't believe this guy is not a top 10 character, bro. I'm sorry, man. There's just too many better characters in front of him. You could maybe argue top 15, but then again, it's not that crazy of a difference here. I've seen a lot of overgas for them recently with the release of UI Sign and his flow with maybe UI Sign on Unireps being a little bit better, but I can understand the value. Like I said, Revival's always been good. I think him individually has always been really solid with the cover nullification, the damage that he does output. He hits pretty hard, but he just gets insta-killed, like in any situation. He's not on superior setups like the red-green right now with Piccolo, where actually able to withstand and hold down that first, like the sub-count manipulation on this team, the Revival aspect, you're going to be able to utilize it a lot better than you'd be able to utilize this guy's Revival. So don't think he's bad. I think he's a really great option on his setups. Like I said, Unirep's probably the best team you want to be running him on with the new UI Sign, and maybe MVP. Evo Ken maybe on a green-yellow or yellow-green build, but then again, Beast don't want to be running double yellows. So we're going to throw him in the top meta. We'll throw him in the top meta. We'll show him a little bit of respect, but not a top 10 character. I'm just going to put that out there for the propaganda. We're going to throw these guys in the meta as well. So green's a really fantastic color right now. I love the glow up that green has had at the end of the year. This Goku being a 1% overall decent 1%, I'm going to be just going to say I'm impressed, right? He was not that great on release, but he's aged really good. Dragon Ball Saga, Sun Family support, you could definitely slap this guy in a couple of builds. Same thing with this Piccolo. They're just meta, nothing really insane or anything, but regens on top right now with Piccolo, Janemba, Perfect Cell. They got a lot of options. Dragon Ball Saga, but it's just overall okay, decent meta character. Raccoon Guldo will probably throw at the top meta, or top of meta, not top meta, but there we go. We're gonna just slap these guys around somewhere in meta. You know, not really ordered to an extent here, but just they're on the same tier here. We're going to throw Gohan somewhere in meta. You know, red-green is a great setup. If you want to replace Pan with this red Gohan, it does exist. I feel like it's definitely an option. Definitely not one of the best or my favorite 1% Sparkings, just because Pan's an overall better character. Like, she wants to, you know, everything that she does to support the team. Damage inflicted, sub counts, you name it, right? The disruption. This Gohan is trying to be like a balanced out unit, so he's trying to dish out more damage, which you don't really care about because the other teams that he's featured, like everything else that he's got going for him, which is his partners, are dishing out the damage. So he's just a good, solid character to have as a third party. Evo Ken, you're definitely going to slap him on God tier. I'll probably put him at number 4 right now, though. So these are in order. Beast Gohan at 1, UI 2, Goku Bardock 3, Evo Ken at 4. Just insane combo potential, damage potential, team options. Universe Rep is the top 5, top 3 team, most likely still. Them paired alongside maybe even any of these, like UI Sign. This is a crazy combo right now. I've seen a lot of, like I said, I don't know how people can even come to this assumption. Like, if UI wasn't made perfectly to fit on a Universe Rep team, I understand a lot of these characters could definitely benefit if you focus on them as a priority, and that's like an any team. If you focus on one unit, they're just going to perform better. But I think Evo Ken, this UI, MVP 17, Golden Frieza, G-Run, like, Universe Rep is a stacked setup right now, and I think the top 4 here are undeniable for me. You could obviously switch up how you do feel like here. It's not too much of a big gap from these guys, but this is definitely the order I am going to be going with here. And then the number 5th character on the God tier list is going to be Janemba. I think he is still stupid. He's got obviously that counter. For the ultimate, he's paired alongside Beast Gohan on most scenarios. Regen's still great, but movies is his best setup. Autopilot, probably one of the easiest characters to just dish out crazy damage. But then again, he's very squishy, and I don't want to over or underrate him. I just like to put him in the middle of the list. I think he could definitely go lower, like by 1 or 2 at most, and not any higher than number 5, not passing these guys. Maybe I see this. Maybe, but then again, I don't. So this is just my honest opinion for me playing everything in PvP. We're going to throw the top meta. I'm going to slap on Revival Pycon. So he's going to be at number 6. Piccolo at number 7. Just the setups that this unit is on. movies, Fusion Warriors, Saiyans, the Rise of Saiyans. I preached and I told everyone I was the #1 defender, and now this is the most valuable character in the game. You know how many comments I'm getting in everywhere, Twitter, YouTube. What is the replacement for Pycon? What can I use instead of Pycon? What? There's nothing. I mean, you could use Piccolo, but then what are you going to use on Saiyans? What are you going to use on, you know, fusions? What are you going to use on... This unit is so versatile and so stacked, like a rounded out unit. He's tanking, he's dishing damage, he's got utility, he's got revival, he's got support. Stupid. Blast armor, just everything. This unit is so good. And, you know, if you still don't see it, then, you know, maybe just play better or, like, own the character. Because if you don't own the character, it's really hard to determine or, like, visualize how good a character is. So it's fair enough. But off of experience, I'm just going to let you guys know that he is the top of tiers right now. I'm going to throw more characters in this bottom row just really quickly. Usable, probably slap some usables right here. Trash, Pycon's definitely trash. I want to throw a lot of characters in the bottom end already just to get him out of the way. Would we say this free-to-play 21 is meta? I think she's one of the best free-to-plays in the game. I'll throw her at the top of usable. I don't think she's like per se meta, but she's definitely at the top of usable characters. Kid Buu, we're definitely going to slap him in the meta. Don't consider him top meta right now, but he's definitely an option on Regen, which is one of the better teams in the game. So, I just don't think... I mean, he could be considered for, you know, amongst 3-4 characters. Regen's not that versatile. Like, there's not too many options on Regen, but he's one of the options to run. We got Perfect Cell here being at the top of meta as well. Just Regen, androids, one of the best 1% Zenkais. Very similar situation as this Gogeta right here, but I think we could definitely slap him around the top area. The reason Raccoon Goldo, Jace Birder, I feel like they really need to be on Ginyu Force. You're not really seeing them on anything else. Frieza Force, Ginyu Force, could be with Goku Frieza and stuff like that, but they're just not seen too much. I think they have really great synergy with Captain Ginyu. We'll probably throw Captain Ginyu in the back of top meta. He's somewhere in the back here. Don't really know where I want to place him, but he is somewhere in the top meta right now. I think you could just slap him on any team. Still a really great asset. Revival, crazy card draw speeds, damage, really great 1%. But yeah, then again, he has no team other than Ginyu Force right now, and then purples are taking a crazy seat back with UI Sign. Ultra Hit will probably throw at the top of meta. I don't think I can consider him. I mean, then again, he's got Uni Rep, right? He's definitely got Uni Rep. It's just definitely one of those characters that, you know, you're not seeing too often. Probably one of the better red characters in the game. He's also, you know, probably got some value with UI, against UI, stuff like that. I could probably add him a little bit higher. As of right now, we're not running into hits. He's probably just at the top of the regular meta here. Boo Bros, we could slap him respectfully somewhere in just the meta. They got a platinum equip. They got team dynamics, right? So solid. Overall, nothing great, personally. Goku and Frieza. This is going to be a very funny one to rate here. They're at the top of the meta still. I've heard some talk of them being out of the top 10, which, you know, they're on the way out, to be completely honest. And it's not because of them individually. One of the best individual kits in the game. The way they flow, ramp up, support allies, rush protection, cover nullification, everything. Go Frieza was at the top one of the game. They're being pushed out right now. UI just destroying purples, but if we take a look at one of the most toxic color dynamics in the game, green, green, red, 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 green, right? With Pan, Gohan, Piccolo, or even the Pycon, these are all the same setup right here. If you run Go Frieza, if you're running Go Frieza on Unirep as an option, purple and blue literally counter these colors. Green and red. So purple, blue, this one of the biggest counters towards that setup, and it's just undeniable, bro. And also having all these best team options, right? Saiyan's on the rise with UI Sign, Goku Bardock, Evo Ken. This guy's a great, fantastic. Obviously, it's flow and playstyle preference, all that stuff. But realistically, if you can play, like, you know how to count your swaps and your tag swaps and stuff like that. Don't really like running 2 tag switch characters, but it's not like prohibited or anything. This character is definitely still one of the best in the games. Don't get it confused or anything like that. So moving into more meta characters, I'll probably slap UI Sign somewhere here. You know, he's got the teams. Unirep is definitely carrying him on. Purple is taking a hit, definitely taking a hit. But just individually, I think he's a great 1% Zenkai. But his color is you know, taking a chill pill. UVB I'll probably throw in front of Go Frieza. Just individually one of the best characters in the game. Constant cover nullification. You filling up his gauge, combo potential, AoE ultimates. One of the hardest hitting. Saiyans / Fusions is on top right now. Really great setup from them. And UVB is just UVB. I feel like it doesn't really need to be explained. And, you know, he's one of the best Reds to combat the new UI Goku as well. 1% top of just regular meta here. I'm going to slap this green Gohan hybrid Sun Family. One of the best greens in the game. Like I said, this is not really ordered to a great extent. It's just being slapped on similar tiers. Top of regular meta, I'm definitely going to put this green Gohan there. So Sun Family Hybrids has some great stuff. Great tanking, support, overall rounded out unit. Somewhere around there. But moving on. Perfect Cell. He is in the top of the meta still. You know, despite him being purple, we still need our purples in the meta. I'm going to throw him a little bit farther back. Not sure where past the top 10. So we do have top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's one unit missing here in the top 10 that I am trying to think of who that is. MVP, bro. The MVP. The one unit that glues so many teams together. Crazy support, utility, the double vanish, him featured on uni reps. On any team, really, if you want to leader slot him, he is just so stupid. He's just reducing the blue card ultimate damage from, you know, taken from your entire team. You know, able to be rush protected. All of the above, right? He just cancels buffs, all that good stuff. And MVPs, it's self-explainable. Like, you guys already know what he does. Don't really need to get into that. Meta, I think we could slap this Frieza somewhere on top of usable. Nah, somewhere in meta, right? This Frieza definitely exists. Come on, like, this Frieza definitely exists. Like, definitely exists, right? Top of usable, maybe. I feel like purples are getting hit hard, man. Purples are getting hit hard. So yeah, you're going down to usable. This guy's trash. This guy's trash. At this point, you might be at the back end of usable. Somewhere in usable. Somewhere in the back end of usable. This Gogeta might have, you know, be usable. I'm just coping. Usable and trash are pretty much borderline. Future Gohan, he's always been, I feel like he's at the top of usable. He's not really meta, but he will always be one of those crazy best aging units in the game. So throw him somewhere at the top of usable. I feel like that's fair, right? Hybrid Saiyans is really up right now with Beast Gohan. You could definitely argue him at the top of usable, maybe. Literally, I'm not even like capping. So his value's simply because his tags are keeping him alive. Kid Buu, you're literally trash. Garbage tier. Let's see. So usable, we could probably throw the Revival Gohan in a very similar place. Revival's a crazy value right now. Hybrid Saiyans, Beast Gohan's carrying these values up there. Usable tier, probably this Goku Black as well. Solid 1% or LF Zenkai, excuse me, but nothing fantastic. Purple's a dead option right now. Final Form Frieza or full power Final Form Frieza, probably somewhere in the back end of meta. I think LOE is still really great. You know, definitely underestimated, but you know, just one of the worser 1% or excuse me, LF Zenkais to come out. So yeah, this is definitely somewhere in the meta, but just on the back end. Let's throw in Bardock in. I want to say he's top meta. He's definitely one of the best 1% in the bro, I gotta stop saying that. He's one of the best LF Zenkais in the game. So Bardock, you're gonna get some love. You're gonna get some respect right now, my boy. I'm gonna hold you down, bro. We're starting to fill up this list. I should probably make my face cam go a little bit farther back. There you go. Filling up this list a bit. I'm gonna actually move this here so you guys can kind of see a little bit more of the list. And then I'll actually move my phone this way. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. There we go. Nice UI shot right there, by the way. Moving on to the next ones. Magenta, we're probably going to throw you somewhere in top meta. I feel like you deserve it. You're definitely one of those underrated 1% that are just really good on movies. You're really good on... Does he have the movies ability? He does. That's really good. But on Android specifically, he is top of the tier. So many blue options right now. But maybe you're just in meta. Yeah. Excuse me. You're top of meta. You're around here, broski. You're around here. Top of meta. We're trying to save for these for the cookers, bro. Usable. Is this Vegeta usable? Is he? I'm trying to think. Like, he's definitely on the lower. He's got a Zenkai. He's around here. He's definitely usable. He's not meta. This guy, top of meta right now. He's approaching one of the most valuable spots in the game. I'm going to put him... Don't really know what I'm ordering past the top 10. You guys were just tearing up. So, top 10 is ordered. And then past top 10 is not really ordered here. So, Pan, Ape, Vegeta. These guys are very similar. I'm telling you guys, red, green movies is up. This Ape Vegeta just got some crazy value with Saiyans, right? UI sign, Bardock, Goku. Even all these guys, Evo Ken, Pycon. This guy has a double offensive Z ability. Slash, he could dish out very... You know, he's a strike-oriented character, but his blast is not... I don't think it's terrible. Trunks, you're in the meta. Don't know if I'd consider you top meta, but you're top regular meta. If that makes any sense. Top of regular meta. We got this purple cell in usable... Somewhere like that in usable tier. I definitely put some respect on your name. We're going to put Ultra Gogeta somewhere in usable as well. You're just, you know, you need a platinum equip, Brody. Like, everything you got going on kit-wise is really great. You got some insane utility still. Just damage is not going to cut it. MUI, we're going to throw you on usable tier. It's pretty obvious that, like, you just want to be... You're not in the meta. Okay, let me slow down a little bit. Gogeta Blue, we're going to slap you in the top meta. You're one of the best aging characters in the game. We needed another top meta candidates right there. So this guy probably being around here, something like that. The middle of between like the top 15, 20. Still a great, you know, obviously movies being on top. His gauge, his counter ability, damage output, the units paired alongside him, Pan's back in the meta, all that good stuff, right? So... He's got the options in the game at the very current moment. I think this is, even though I haven't ordered past the top 10, I feel like this is a very fair past top 10 right here. So Ape, we do got Cell, Pan, Gammas, RevUI, Goji. This is a very solid order for the most part. I'm not even going to hold you guys. Very solid order. I could probably put Bardock a little bit higher. Like, this is, I'm not even trying to order it, but yeah, this is what we're looking like. And then we're going to slap on Kaioken on usable. Probably somewhere. He's one of the better 1%. Not bad. Jiron, you're definitely going in the top meta. Somewhere in like right around here. Something like that. Like they're all in the same tier. It's just really, you know, not really worth putting a number on it or anything. He's featured on one of the best teams in the game. Paired alongside Evo Ken. And the new UI Goku, MVP 17, right? Blast Unireps is so disgusting. He's the one tank on the build that you want to be running. The thing is, UI kind of pushed his value a little bit back. But just everything he's got going on for himself is undeniable, right? One of, if not the best, LF Zenkai in the game. Ape is definitely shooting up, though. So, Ape might just have better value because of UI. So, kind of just took away from what I said. Kaioken, you're in the trash. You're in the trash, bro. Meta, you're in top of usable. Whis, you're top of usable. God Key / green card support. You're definitely at the top of usable. Name it Goku. We're going to throw you in the top of meta. Saiyans is really good. You're not in the top meta, I don't think. I just wouldn't consider. I don't see you at all. But he has some really great quirks. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just look how many characters are in the top meta, right? If we're comparing him to any of the values that they currently hold, unfortunately, a lot of teams and units just shut you down. But great snipe potential, combo potential, green card stuff. A lot of play from you. Blue Bros will probably throw you in usable, back end usable. That's fair. Cell, you might be at the top or the back end of meta. Back end of meta? I feel like it's respectable to throw you in meta, bro. You're pretty good still. Golden Frieza, you could be usable. Android 17, 18, usable. Dragon Fist, top of usable. Would not even say that he's in the meta, but he's close, right? Sun Family, he got a platinum equipment. That's the only reason he's up here, by the way. Got a really solid plat. Sun Family movies are one of the best, or some of the best builds in the game. So having a green color as well, really powerful. Super Vegito, you're probably somewhere in the middle of usable. Next to your buddy, Super Gogeta. Something like that. This Frieza is lower. I don't know even why I'm trying to order these. Usable. Are you in usable, Goku Black? I feel like you're really bad, bro. But if we're going to have these other guys in the usable area, they're kind of just carried. Like, these units, are the reasoning for them being unusable is just because they can be uber supported / Zenkai buff. There's no saving anybody on the trash tier. I'm sorry. There is no saving anyone. We're going to just start slapping a lot of characters on usable. Brawly, Beast Gohan is definitely getting put at the top of regular meta. Pickle, maybe top of usable. I could see top of usable, something like that. Top of usabilities. Top of usabilities, I'll probably slap the tag 4s. Right now, they just do not have the teams. They're not in the meta. All that stuff. Revival Frieza, very same premise, top of usables. 17, top of usables. This is just very fair judgments right here. Top of usables, nothing special. Top of usables, something like that. Uni reps, blast setup, very good 1% sparking for the team right now. More stuff, Rose. I guess we could throw you somewhere in the meta. That's fair. 100% fair right there. I think Rose being slapped on around here. You know, nothing insane, but he's really just on future. You're not seeing him on any other team. This Trunks, he's sure usable and useless. I haven't seen any work from him all year, but top of usable, we're going to slap. I guess we could throw this yellow Jiren, even though he's been kind of replaced. He's still meta, right? He's still a great option for the meta on one of the best teams. Kayawe, same exact premise. I'd say she's still super valuable. Really good color. Really great team. Probably in the back end, though, of meta. And then we got Carousel, or whatever his name is, probably at the top of usable somewhere around here. This EX Gohan Krillin, usable. Roshi, I'm sorry, bro. You are trash, usable. And then this Ader is also, like, usable, but probably a little bit higher on the usability charts. Don't really want to rank any of these. A lot of this stuff is not ordered, but this is, like, the overall kind of snapshot, what you guys are going to be looking at. Tier-wise, so let's see if I can kind of clean this up. So Ape, I can see Cell still kind of rocking out. We throw Pan a little bit higher. Cell still rocking out. Jiren still rocking out. Gamma still rocking out. Rev UI is probably around here. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe you can slap him a little bit higher, but something like this, maybe. And then, yeah, this is pretty much the list. You guys, let me know any thoughts in the comment section below. But this is what the end of the year is looking like. Nobody really cares about this trash tier, but I guess I can make this smaller just so you guys can see the complete list before we do close up. Make sure to please leave a like in the comments because it does greatly help me out. And, yeah, we're going to... Can I fix this? There we go. There we go. So this is it. Feel free to screenshot. Post somewhere. I don't really care that much, but yeah, there we go, you guys. I'll see you guys in 2024 or maybe on the live stream tonight. So God bless, stay frosty, and I'm out. I'm about to catch my